is it okay to kill someone and still feel that it's correct?
Yeah, I can understand. Before this war, I feel myself pacifist. I think that we people now live in the world where we don't have wars. But when this war began, and I understand to new information about it, and I explore this. People from America prepared this war for 20 years, and they grow Ukrainian people with thoughts that they hate us, brothers, Russian brothers and sisters. And these people killed kids, killed citizens, killed women. You know, I understand one thing. If this nationalist come to my house and wanted to kill my kids and me, I will have weapon and I killed them, and I will heal them, because I will how to say, I will clean this world from people who can kill another kids and women and think that anybody was in another, because only Ukrainian people now tell that Russians are very bad and all nations need to kill, and they wanted to kill all culture. We don't want to kill Ukrainian people. I really wanted, I proud for to every of Ukrainian soldiers will be saved in this war if they stay humans, if they no killed women, no killed kids, if they only soldiers. Yeah, I really prayed for they. I prayed for Russian soldiers, and I prayed for Ukrainian soldiers, which stay people in this war. But if this person are like animal, yes, she wanted to kill kids, woman. He told that anybody worse than another. It's like fascists who say that all Jesus are animals. Yes, it's the same. It's the same now. I think such peoples, we need to clean them. And I know.
You mean by clean? You mean kill?
Yes, yes. I think in war also his laws. These laws, if you soldiers, you can kill soldiers, but you not can possibility to kill women and kids. If you know that they uses houses where was kids and women, and they kill them. They know it. It's absolutely crazy for me. So I thought, oh, we will now in this war, we protect our values, we protect our Russia, because this war was begin not Russia but America, and we protect Ukrainian people now. And all Ukrainian people in Kherson and Donbass want to be stay part of Russia.
But if your husband go to war, he will come back traumatized. If he has been killing people, even if he has been killing soldiers, you know that?
He will not traumatize, because if he stay, again I repeat it, if he stay human, if you see enemy and it's soldier's enemy and he wanted to kill you, you have a right to kill him the first. It's a war. But if anybody of you will be kill kids, woman, you, I think, don't need to stay in this life. But if you protect your kids and your country, it's not important for me who are you, Ukrainian or Russian. I will pray for soldiers from both sides, that they stay alive and come back to his wives, if they stay humans.
If your husband go to war and is killing some soldiers, these soldiers, they will not come back to their family.
Yes, but it will be, it's the God Uh, I mean, for example, every woman has many spirit inside. For example, if I will pray for husband, I think it will be protect for him. And another woman if another soldier has a wife who love him, he will protect him. But maybe these soldiers will have wife who hate him, or maybe don't love him, or maybe he don't have such. So it's not so many pray for him will be. And also it depends from person. If person want to stay live and he has real mission to make anything important for humans, he stay alive. Because sometimes people go to war like some Russian prisons, and they go to clean himself. Because before it maybe he stole, maybe he killed anybody, and now he go to clean himself. He war for his truth. The truth, it's very important. For him, more important just go to the war. It's not important to stay, to come back. Do you understand? It's just important to go and that his friends, his family show that he is a real man. Now in Russia we really see who is real man or who not. And if you really love your country, love values of your country, you stay here. It's your truth.
But you know that the kids which are sent to war, they just get a letter.
Of course,
to go there. They don't.
Of course, if a young man come away, it's real. It's their truth. I believe in it because they have opportunities before it to travel. He want to see another world, yes. So I say that he makes right change. But if the person who already has kids, has wife, already traveled, and it's his truth to stay here and to protect his family, to protect his land.
But you know that war is not about protecting countries, but about resources and money. You know this. It's about a fight between governments and concerns and money concerns and all these things. That's nothing to do with people.
No, we now protect our country from America. We don't want that our country was sharing on little parts. No, and we also now fighting for that Ukraine stay in Russia. I know that a lot of lands in Ukraine are already sold by American companies like who produces corn, which they make weapon for Vietnam before it. They make absolutely evil. They make corn and mineral fuels, and after this nothing anymore than their corn can grow there. Monsanto don't have such lands. We in Russia save our native, and we save spirit of people, and people has freedom in Russia, and we know that our government take care about us. We see it, and we love Putin, real love Putin, because he has strong spirit. So this is war. For us, for future the whole planet, because when we in Russia think that it's very important to have different opinions. Yes, that we want that Africa was strong, America was strong, China was strong, Russia was strong, Europe was strong, but not only America was strong and told everybody country how we will live. No, we don't want it, and we fight now for it, for freedom and for our values and for our spirit.
You've been a pacifist before the war. How does this is possible to change this.
I was absolutely pacifist. I believe that we change the world, that we will never have war anymore. I believe in the world, but when this war began, 24 February, yes, we have tickets in Istanbul. And my husband began to tell me, let's not come. And I say, no, we coming. And I have meeting with my friend, enlightened. And after meeting, he told me, don't say me that you opposite war. I answered him, I'm not opposite war, but I for world, for peace. And because peace in Russian is the same, world and peace is the same. And he began to cry on me. He told me, you don't understand, this is fascist, it's banditas, you don't understand. And I was so surprised that Buddha cried me. And then after this, I began to read anything. And when I really check it, because I don't believe that fascism can be in now, but it's true, they really killed kids, killed women, and it's so awful. And after this, I stopped to be pacifist. I really wanted that these people who think that anybody, any nation can be worse than another, I really wanted that they we need to stop it. We need to stop it. Because Ukrainians and Russians and French and Belgian, we are still people. We're just like big family. But if anybody began to think that any nation worse than another is fascism, and we need to stop fascism.
You don't think it's possible to stop it with mediative work, negotiations?
No, because 22 years they prepared people for hate Russians. I know that they use propaganda and media. For a long time they prepared people to hate Russians. And they also, from 2014, they began killed people in Donbass. When Donbass wanted to stay with Russia, they began kill people. Ukrainian people from Kiev began to kill people in Donbass. And we really want to protect these people. And all this time, Putin prepared to this situation because he knows that America, if we don't began the first, they began the first. All this time he made all that politics and economy of Russia stay in order. And we can possibilities to lead this war. We don't have change. We don't have change. We have change, of course. We cannot not to begin this war. And such way, America just can go to our country, share our country, take off Putin away, because it was so many money for to make books, how Putin is bad, how Stalin is bad, how Soviet Union is bad. They all this time they try to prepare us also for we to cancel from our country. But we know that our country is good and people which live here is good. And now we lead this war for to protect our people in Donbass and in Crimea. We don't go to the streets and say no war, because we agree with Putin. 85% of people of Russia now agree with Putin. Putin tried to discuss with America during 20 years. He really tried to discuss with them for not this war. He wanted to peace with America, but he wanted to be America and Russia and China and Europe, that we was like has the right of voice. yes, but America want to be alone, and they don't give him to discuss. Remember, he asked only such things. It was a commitment not to be near borders of Russia, but not now in Georgia, in Georgia already, in and in Ukraine. Ukraine has so big boards with Russia. For us, it's just for to kill us, because Putin began this, and we agree with him. I try to understand why we love and respect Putin, because I travel a lot of, I travel through all Europe. We live in Mexico, told a lot of with Americans. I was cleaned in California before the situation is starting. It's a really open mind, and we love and respect Putin because in 1991, when he came to government, the Russia was absolutely damaged country, poor, it was banditas, it was a nationalist like now in Ukraine. It was crazy. You can go to train in Moscow and the boat guys with sticks go to train and can't everybody beat. It was so chaos. America was very glad because they can to damage our country, but Putin come in and then become change the situation, and now we have so many nice things. We have website which we can make for 2 minutes. We can make document, like passport or like to reserve doctor. He makes a lot of nice things for people. Because, for example, I have 3 kids and I have free tickets. One time a year I can just free tickets, just little money.
What is free tickets? What do you mean?
By airplane to fly different regions in Russia. Just little money, and it's so many young adults and kids get cards with money and they can go museums, go it's so many nice things. And we have freedom really. Can vaccine or not to can vaccine. My kids don't have vaccine, for example, and we know that Putin take care about country and about us citizens. We feel it, and when another governments told us that Putin is bad, we don't believe him because we saw which changes comes. And of course, young people who don't be who didn't show what is here when Putin comes, they cannot value it. Of course, the young they value McDonald's and all this. Of course, they value movies from Hollywood, but me. People who 40, I am 41 years old, we really value our president. And we believed that he don't like what now happened. Because before it, there was a war in Chechnya, and all Chechens hate Russians. And Putin, he was so wise that he can't stop this war. Before it, 300 years, it was war between Chechnya and Russia. But Putin stopped this war. And now Kadyrov, who is president of Chechnya, yes, is the best friend of Putin, and Chechens now is one of the best soldiers, yes, in our army. And I believe that we win this war.